Thank you for clicking and thank you for turning over. If it's your first time to come across with this channel, kindly consider subscribing, and by this way you will make us smile. Well, today topic, I hope some friends can come in and drop their questions, I'd like to have a conversation, as this is my first time to go live, and I have conversation with my subscribers, those who find this topic interesting. So I will give some few minutes, maybe 4 minutes more, to see if I can have some kind of interaction, engagement on this, and let me know if the video is clear, because it's weekend, and usually when it's weekend the internet tends to be very weak, not that strong as weekdays. Anyway, I hope you guys can see and can give your feedback if the connection is okay, and also the audio. If not, so like our technician will try to figure out what is the what is going on. Yeah. So is it live on your phone?
It's live,
All
but
right.
tablet no tada kabri.
Maybe in the phone of Yar.
Yeah. Juice. Shamayara.
So let's see. I need to get some interaction right from feedback right from here, to see if everything is set. Your phone, try to see if it's live, and bring it to here to the technician for her to figure out if it's okay. All right, I think it's okay. All right, that's off the audio so that there will be no feedback, and let's see if there will be some viewers who can interact with us. All right, so I hope others can catch up anytime they get in. Well, the topic today, why overseas workers experience stress. Well, for those who have never, let me start this way. Everybody has a dream in his life, dream for himself, dreams for his family, in his professional life, whatever, dream for his country. But when it comes to like going to be a worker somewhere else in the world, most of the time it's about your personal dreams toward your family, your relatives, whatever. So, and most of the time, why people have to migrate from their own countries is because of the so-called this social discrimination in terms of the distribution of wealth in the countries, the poor countries, So people in poor countries tend to migrate to rich countries to look for opportunities, which is very good. It's nice to see if their dreams can be accomplished. But today, main focus is on the kind of stress that they will experience upon leaving their countries and going to a different country which may speak different language, may dress differently, may the eating culture is differently. So the first obstacle or the first shock that they will encounter will be the culture shock. There are things that they don't do in their countries, but whenever they go abroad, they will see that people there just do. Whenever things that they don't eat in their countries, but when they go abroad, they see that people eat. Let's say, if you live in Asia, main food there is rice. While you go to Europe, people eat rice, but probably more potato and bread. Uh, and you will see that going to those countries, automatically your diet have to change as well. Now, and then if you speak the same language, that will be good enough. But if you don't speak the same language, that will be another obstacle that you will have to face, because you will have to spend time learning the language, and you have to be skillful enough to learn the culture, uh, and by learning the culture you will be able to learn the language, you will be able to understand the people. And actually, the best way of learning language is usually to go to the country where people speak that language. I did that myself. You can learn different language in your own country, but it's not that fast. It's not that effective. It's not that no, uh, the same like going to the country where the people speak that language. So language gap or language barrier, it's one of the big obstacles whenever people go abroad. So you need to consider that. And then coming from your uh, cultural background, let's say you are from uh, Brazil, or you are from Philippines, or you are from Indonesia, and then you go to Saudi Arabia, you will find completely different culture. It will not be easy for you to adjust unless you have very close people who will spend time orienting you for you to be able to adjust yourself in the new society. Now, it will cause you stress in a positive way and also in a negative way. You might come to the conclusion that it was a wrong choice to be here or to leave my country, until you realize probably it was not. But those dilemmas always come to our mind. Another thing is the the stress. One of the other stress that you will encounter is the life that you will have to live away from the people that are part of your daily activities, or your day, let's say. Maybe your cousins, your uncle, your mother, even your kids. So you will have to be abroad, you will have to be away from them. It might be good, but psychology tells us that uh, your psycho-emotional system will be greatly affected. So you will develop the stress, and that might be negative stress. But we thank God, because of today of the social media, people can stay completely in touch all the time. But anyway, it's not the same like being together, being together. It's completely different. So being away from your family and have to see different people every single day, And those who used to see them every single day, maybe you might have to see them using your gadgets or your social media maybe once a week or maybe twice a week because you might be busy doing something. So you might not be available to speak with everyone every single day. But remember that we are human beings. We have we have emotion, we have feelings. Well, the more thing is the food. As I was saying, the food will be completely different from the food that you used to eat. It might affect your health as well, not only your mental health, but also your physical health. Because let's say you grow up eating rice, but now you go to a culture where chapati or wherever bread is part of their daily food, their daily meals. So this is something that you have to learn yourself. Your body has to adjust to it until you will be able to say that now I'm okay, now I'm used to it. But until you get there, you might have to face those difficulties. But one of the great things for you to be able to do that is to be open-minded. And this is something that I learned, and it helped me to adjust myself in a society where I am very fast and very simply. Because let's say they are eating something that I never ate in my life. But what I put in my mind, for me to adjust in their culture, because I'm going to live with them, I'm going to stay with them, it might be for a short time or for quite a long time, I put in my mind, if these people are eating this for 20, 30, 400 years, and they are not dying, it's just going to kill me? I don't think so. I don't think so. So if it's making them to live better, and also if you can use the science to compare like the lifespan from your country and to the country where you are going, you might be able to realize in which country people live longer. If it happened to be the country where you migrate, then it will be very helpful for you to adjust to the things that they do, to adapt their lifestyle to your lifestyle, because there is high probability that your life will be extended because you are now in a different country. And you might also improve your health as well. So food is one of the biggest challenge that you will face. And remember that when someone is craving for something, you have to go out, look for it, and find it. But when you have no options, even if you go out, look for it, you cannot find it. Even if you go to the supermarket and look for some ingredients for you to cook it by yourself, you cannot find it. You will find a kind of frustration. You will start developing a kind of frustration for not finding it, for not meeting your needs. Your needs are not met. So this is a kind of stress that you might encounter. Now, one of very particular and very common is, well, depend on the field of work that you are going to be. But let's say if you are just like a domestic worker, some cultures, they don't treat that much well their employees. They mistreat them, they abuse them emotionally, physically. I have seen a lot of overseas workers coming home in a coffin. So they died. They were killed by their bosses. So I don't know if there is someone there or maybe someone watching. There are four. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I've been talking. I think for I think more than 5 minutes now or 15. Okay. So if you have any question, let's talk. I'd like to entertain some questions in case uh, you find this topic interesting. So some bosses are good, and it's even they post on Facebook the way they treat their employees. It's really good. But I have been in a country where often I see videos of overseas workers, especially ladies, being mistreated, and it really shocks. It hurts me anytime I see those videos. And even when friends ask me, oh, I want to be abroad, I want to go abroad, I always bring up those topics for them to realize what they're going to face and if they are really able to handle situations like that, because it's not easy. You want the best for your country, but then it should, I mean, you want the best for your family, but then you have to face risk and even to risk your own life. And that's what is not really good. It's not really good. Uh, and most of these people, they just work not because they love their work, but they just work for money. And then you know when you just work for money, it's not good for your mental health, because you are every day you wake up and you go to work or you start doing your work, you are doing something you don't like. You are destroying your mind. Yeah, you are destroying your mind. But then someone can say, you have no choice, we have to work. Of course we have to work, but we need to think twice if that's really what you want. Or you can just stay in your country to be contented with the little that you have, but you have your dignity, respect, you have your loved ones together, you don't miss your food, and you have no problem with language. Then you have to decide, because life is made of choices. So that's how important this topic is, and I hope I can discuss a little bit more some other time. Nobody in my audience left any question or anyway, for those who are going to see the video some other time, I hope, and I hope someone can leave a comment, can drop. Yeah, I would like to end here, but maybe I will talk this as the part one, and I want to take it to the stream and talk to more different kinds of stress that overseas workers can experience. Can experience what kind of stress that they can experience, and how they can deal with them, how they can cope up with those in order for them not to damage too much their mental health or their well-being and their psychological being. So thank you so much for clicking, thank you so much for coming over and for being a very legit subscriber. And if you find this topic very interesting, share to your friends. And if you didn't put a like until now, we have 4 people watching now, which I'm very glad. I thought nobody will watch it, but if you are still there, please don't leave without putting a like on this video. But this way, you are helping us to grow and you are helping us to smile always. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in our next episode. Good night, wherever you are, a good day, and God bless you always. Bye-bye.